Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated, where I'm really excited today. I'm joined by the talented singer, actor, 9-year-old Sam Pio. So, welcome, Sam.
Thank you for letting me come and hi.
Hello there, and thank you so much for doing this. I've been listening to your music, and you are just crazy talented. You're so good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's start this way. I know early on when you were just a baby, you did some modeling. Is that the reason? Did that lead you to want to do some things in the entertainment business, or how did you get interested in that?
Well, I don't know. It's just God gave me my want.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's about as good an answer as I could get. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So, how young were you when you did your first modeling?
When I was 1 years old.
1 year old. That's amazing. That's amazing. So it was, if I remember right, it was Oshkosh Bagosh.
Oshkosh Bigosh,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific. So, what other type of modeling have you done?
Well, I've done tons of photo shoots in my
Yeah,
life with all these amazing photographers. And yeah,
yeah. That's really good, especially at a younger age. What keeps you from being nervous in front of a camera? Because like I'm still nervous now being in front of a camera. What keeps you from getting nervous?
I pray. I me and my mom, we pray, we open our chakras, and God gives me my bravery.
Yeah, I actually love that. I love that because I think, especially as a young person, most really struggle with being in front of people or performing in front of people, talking in front of people. And I've been watching you perform. You don't seem to have any of that trouble.
Like, I have 0% fear and 100% excitement.
I got to use that. I'm stealing that. So, when did you transition from just modeling to starting to sing in front of people?
Well, it all started when I was 2 years old. Anytime I'd see a stage, I'd literally go on the stage, grab an instrument, and just start playing and singing. And then I
Really?
and then slowly I started getting a voice teacher,
Yeah.
and I started doing musical theater where I also had to sing some songs. Then,
Yeah.
of course, I went to the commercial stuff, but I did more and more concerts and more music videos, and now I just released a new Be Blessed album full of all these beautiful Christian songs.
Yeah. And I've been listening to some. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I was raised. My grandfather was a Baptist minister. I was raised around the church, and everybody in my family, outside of myself, I could talk a little bit, couldn't sing a lick, but everybody else sings. But I was so impressed with how good a singer you are, and you're very versatile. Like you're singing a lot of different Christian songs that require you to kind of change, your voice inflection, how you're singing. It's just really terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just
you're welcome. You're welcome. So I listened. I want to ask you what your favorite song on the album is. I've been listening to a few of them, and some of your covers just amazing. I mean, just really pull at the heartstrings. What's your favorite song?
I love Mary Did You Know and Jesus Loves Me.
I love that you said "Mary, Did You Know?" because that was absolutely my favorite. It's such a beautiful song, and your rendition of it is just wonderful. I mean, it really tugs at the heartstrings.
Did you see the music video?
I did. That's how I watched it. I loved it.
It was I videoed it in a cave in the middle of the desert.
Oh, you did? How did that come about?
Well, my mother found this cave and asked me if I'd like to go in the cave, and I looked around and I just fell in love with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you have other musicians or other actors that performed along with you in the video?
No.
Yeah.
In Amazing Grace, there was a guy who played a homeless man that I was taking care of.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that as well. And it's difficult not to sing a good version of Amazing Grace, but I think it's difficult to sing a great version. Yours was a great version. I mean, I loved it. It's so good.
Thank you. You're so
So, do you prefer to sing in front of an audience, or do you prefer to do more of a music video?
I like singing in front of a big audience,
Yeah,
literally socializing. I'm a very extroverted person.
yeah, yeah.
I love
I don't
social.
have that issue. I'm more introverted, but I
Yeah.
can admire somebody that's extroverted. So, give me a trick? What's the trick to performing in front of hundreds and thousands of people and not getting nervous?
Prayer.
I knew the answer.
Then why did you ask me the question?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's what I do, but I knew the answer. So you started at such a young age singing, and that progressed. At what point did you say, I want to do an album?
I don't know. Just God told me to do an album.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and so this album that you have out currently is "Be Blessed," and this is your first album, and it's more of the cover song variety, but you're also working on some original music. Is that right?
Yes, and not just original music. A whole album of original music called Be the Light. It's called Be the Light. And
Oh,
it's all
wow.
originals that I wrote.
Yeah, that's amazing. How long have you been writing music?
Ever since I learned how to talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you write the lyrics or the music and the lyrics?
I write the melody and the music.
Oh,
I mean, the
wow.
melody and the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so impressive. Do you play an instrument?
I'm a beginner in piano, guitar, and the harp.
Wow. The harp.
Yeah, I'm learning Amazing Grace on it.
Yeah, that's amazing. The harp is such a beautiful instrument, but not too many people play that one.
I've always dreamed of playing it.
Yeah. I had 2 years of piano lessons when I was probably about your age, and I can still play those songs, which would just be the introductory songs. But for the life of me, and to the disappointment of my music teacher, which was my aunt, I could never get any better. So I'm very jealous that you were able to progress with your music.
Well, don't forget, you just be a little jealous. That's kind of fine. But no coveting.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I'll leave it to the professionals. You're the professional. I'll stick to the interview side. We need to get you to write us a theme song for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A theme song.
Yeah, we need a theme song. I bet you could come up with a good one. No pressure, but I need it by tonight. So I watched a preview of your short film, Little May. Is that right?
Correct, Mondo.
Yeah, it looks really good. Tell me a little bit about it. What's Little May about?
Well, long story short, it's about a man who was lost and then found. He was drunk, and I played the daughter of him, Rowan.
Yeah.
And he got in a car crash, but we both were alive. But he loses custody of me because him and my mother got a divorce.
Right.
And then he goes in this apartment, but he meets this girl called Little May, and she helps him find out his true passion, his true place in the world, and that is
Yeah.
to paint her. And then he gets off alcohol, and he gets me back too, and it's
No,
like
it's
beautiful.
yeah, that's terrific. The preview was really great. Now, is it making like the festival rounds right now?
Yes, it won 8 festival awards.
Really?
Yes.
That's exciting. Have you ever been to a film festival?
I believe so. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a chance to get before the pandemic hit. I got a chance to go out to we were producing some stuff, and we got a chance to go out to Sundance in Utah. It's exciting. It's a big deal when you have something in one of those. So that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What do you prefer? Acting, singing, writing?
Singing.
Do you have plans? Because I know you've done a few other shorts. Do you have plans to continue your acting career?
Yes, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do movies that inspire the world to follow God.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's really admirable. Good for you. And you said you did some theater. What type of plays were you doing?
I did three stuff on stage. I did Disney Aladdin, where I played Flower Junior Dee Dee. I
Oh,
played
nice.
The Grinch, which is the cousin of the Grinch, only he hates theater. He hates theater. And I played Pip, a Who. And also, I did, at 5 years old, I did an opera in Spanish.
I saw a little bit of that. How did you just learn that's the opera in Spanish, or do you actually speak a little bit of Spanish?
I know a few words in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and it sounded really good.
Gracias.
That's not easy to do at 5 year old. An opera at 5. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So, was the cousin of the Grinch? Was he or she mean like the Grinch?
Yes.
Did you become? Did you have a change of heart by the end of the play?
Yeah. Yeah, the change of heart, you realize that theater was a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's terrific. That's terrific. So what other interests do you have outside of music, outside of acting? What else do you do?
Like my hobbies?
Yeah.
I love baking, I love swimming, I love skating, I love painting, I love hanging out with my friends, I love having family time, and I love playing board games also.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot.
watch out, because I am the queen of board games. Almost every single board game that I played, I'm the champ.
What's your favorite board game?
I love Monopoly.
Well, Monopoly's a good game. That's a good game.
Yes.
Yeah. I have no doubt that you would run circles around me in Monopoly. I tend to get stuck in jail most of the time.
Like one time I was like playing with my dad Monopoly. Of course I won.
Of course.
But it took like 2 weeks to finish it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I believe it.
Because my dad, he'd always beat everybody in Monopoly. But I was the only person who ever beated him in Monopoly.
Well, it's because you stuck it out. You hung in there for the entire time. That's what it takes to be a winner. So talk to me a little bit about your mom and dad, because it's not just everything that you're doing. It takes time, and it's not just your time. Obviously, it's their time. So talk to me a little bit about the support that they give you.
Well, my dad, he's a really good guy. He does all the chores. He does all the chores and everything. He's also hilarious. He can put a joke on the most serious thing. And Mom, she sacrifices everything for my career. She
Yeah.
does She does everything for my career. She puts up my posts. She does my music video. She's amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And she's doing a really good job. Like I checked out your Instagram. I saw where you said you were coming on the show, and I watched a lot of your stuff on your YouTube channel. It's really well done. You know, we're always looking to improve ours. So it's nice when you see somebody that does it well. So kudos to your mom. She's doing a good job.
My mom says thank you.
So if you continue, you're working on your own original music album. You know, you've got this new short that's making the rounds. You know, what's your plans after that? You know, do you have plans to do more original music, or are you planning to act in anything else? What's coming up?
Oh, right after that album's done, I'll be finally free to travel around the world on a catamaran and tell everybody about Jesus and become a missionary.
You know, I love that. I love that. Have you been on any missionary missions yet?
Yes, a couple. And also, this Wednesday, 2 days from now, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to go all the way to Oregon, Florida, and perform in front of 5,000 missionaries.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of missionaries.
And I can't wait to get some tips from them so that I can know a lot about being a missionary.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's right. You learn while you're there. So, is that part of Florida? Is that near a beach?
I
I'm not
think
sure.
so.
Most of Florida is, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like it has ocean on three sides.
Yeah, it does. Well, in the Florida water, you know, you're out in L.A. The water's cold there in L.A., but Florida, the water would be very warm.
Really warm.
Yeah, really warm. Yeah, if you're coming out, see, we need to get you to come to West Virginia. We need you out here where we can come see you.
Yay, that would be so fun. And also while I'm there, I could go to Washington, D.C. and,
Yeah.
meet the president too.
Well, you might as well. I mean, after you meet us, he's probably the next most important. So I think that's the way to go. And DC's not too far away. It's maybe 5 hours away from where we are. We can make that drive. It's a beautiful drive.
Yeah. And I'd love to go see the Capitol.
Yeah, have you been to DC before?
Never.
Yeah. You have to do that. There's so many, especially if you like history, so much there to check out. It's great.
Oh my gosh, I listen to history in my car. History is my DNA. I'll read the Bible. I'll read anything that's history. I just love history, learning about the past.
Yeah, of course. So are you a New Testament or an Old Testament person?
I love the New Testament. My
Yeah.
favorite book of the Bible is Revelation, where it talks about Jesus coming back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's such a terrific book. I had a feeling you were New Testament. I kind of had that feeling. You're so energetic and positive. I was like, that's probably New Testament. So do you have brothers, sisters?
I have two very older brothers.
Okay. Well, how do they think, or what do they think about your singing?
They are very proud of me.
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, it's really good. Do they are they in the entertainment business?
No, but the younger brother is a agent for acting.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's in the entertainment business. Is he helping you with the agent side of it?
Well, sometimes he gives me advice.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. That's really good. So what on the album that you're currently working on with the original songs, do you have a favorite one yet?
I love the first song that I ever wrote.
Okay, tell me about it.
It's about how like how much you need God's love, how much I need God's love. Like love is the most strongest thing in the world. It can
Yeah.
actually control you. And God's love is the best love that can ever happen. And through my life, I've got struggles and victories, and I thought I could write a song about it. So I wrote "I Need Your Love."
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I can't wait to hear that album. Do you get approached by other young people that want to be a performer or a singer asking for advice?
Yes,
Yeah, what do you tell them?
I tell them, believe in God, believe in Jesus, and pray to Him, and all of your wishes will come true.
Yeah, I love how positive you are. It makes me feel good just talking to you.
Thank you.
I wanted to let me see. You were in a short that I wanted to ask you about where you played Isabella. It was called After School.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that one.
There was two bestest of friends. And summer school? Well, they weren't forced to go to summer school. They had a choice.
Right.
One of the BFFs went to school, while the other one just hanged out with her friends all summer. But when they got older, my mother, which is the one that just hanged out with her friends that summer, got drunk and got into a coma, while the other one was a police officer and found her lying on the couch. And my line was, "Is mommy going to be okay?"
Yeah.
And we and she called the doctors, and my mother was spared. And from now on, I called the police officer Aunt Sophia, because that was her name, Sophia.
Yeah. That one sounds terrific too. All of your everything you do, it seems like to me, with the singing, the acting, it's very positive. It has a very positive, feel good type of message.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. So do you? So you've dealt with this pandemic that we've been dealing with for over a year now. Did you take that time that we kind of had, especially last year when a lot of our time was restricted? Did you take that time to learn a new skill or to work on your music? What did you do during the last year?
I prayed. I prayed to make it under control. I I also did some more homeschool. It didn't really affect me for my school
Yeah,
because all my life I've homeschooled, so it was pretty easy for me the school part.
sure.
But since I'm a very social person, it was also very hard for me because I couldn't hang out with my friends. And my favorite park was closed for a year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That part of it, I think, was really hard. With everything being
Very
closed
difficult.
and the isolation. So tell me a little bit about homeschooling. You've got a group of friends. I'm guessing that they're probably homeschooled as well, and you set up time to interact.
Yes, some homeschool and some don't.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, that was actually probably a big advantage already being homeschooled when the schools were closed. No big deal for you as far as continuing your education.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Did you have a favorite show that you started watching during last year?
Hmm. Well, I loved watching this episode thing called The Chosen. It's a
I
really good.
love The Chosen.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I've seen several of the episodes. I just started watching a couple weeks ago. It's really good.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so good. It's really well done. It's like crowdfunded.
Can't you believe that Mary Magdalene was demon possessed?
Yeah, I know. I know. That's it's such an interesting, um, good story.
Yeah, like,
And it's got good actors in it too.
yes. I just love it. So amazing.
So I wanted to ask you before I forget. You got to do let's see if I get it right, an augmented reality movie musical with the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yes, that was so much fun.
What does that mean? So it's Christmas all over. What does that mean, augmented reality?
Well, it was really amazing. Being on that stage, I felt a warm, toasty feeling in my soul. And Johnny Resnick, the star of the show, dun dun dun, he is hilarious and kind, and he's an amazing friend.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. Had you ever heard the Goo Goo Dolls before?
I heard their song Better Days, which is actually the song that I sang with them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. That's such a good song.
Yeah, I love that song. And
Yeah.
you ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this kind of clear. It's
You
amazing.
know, that I love your voice and the fact that, a lot of times with singers, their voice has to be kind of enhanced, but you can tell yours doesn't. You just on a dime, just pop that right out. It sounds beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, well, Sam, this has been terrific. I love speaking with you. So much fun. Talk to me a little bit before we wrap up. Talk to me a little bit about what's in the future for you. You're working on your album. You're going down to Florida. What else you have going on?
I just dream of being a missionary and traveling all around the world. One of my biggest dreams is to go to every single country and every single state in that country and preach the gospel.
Yeah. What how inspiring and just terrific that is, and what a powerful instrument you have to pass on that message. I mean, you're so blessed. You've got such a beautiful voice. I would say a voice older than you actually are. You're very poised. You're just delightful. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you for letting me come.
So last thing, before we wrap up, talk to me about your social media. Where can we find you? When we want more of Sam, where do we go?
Well, for my singing, you can find me on all the music platforms, Spotify, iTunes, iHeart Radio, and
Yep.
for my my acting, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff. And for my website, it's sampioofficial.com. For me others, just sampioofficial.
Oh, very good. Yeah, very good. I found you really easy. So it comes right up. It comes right up. It's really, Mom has done a good job.
Well, my mom is really amazing.
Yeah. No, I have no doubt. You're very blessed to have both your parents, because I know that that's not easy. And it sounds like they're really supportive. You're really lucky.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. All right, Sam. Well, hold on one second. I'm going to hit pause. So that is the amazingly talented Sam Pio. How fun was that? I mean, she's so positive. For a 9-year-old to have that much positivity, that much assurance in what she wants to do. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm so amazed with that. She's so good. So she's going to be in Orlando, Florida, this Wednesday. There's some live performances that you can catch with that. I'm struggling for words because it's so unusual to find somebody that young, that talented. But I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. She's so inspirational. We'll definitely have her back. When she comes out with some of her original stuff, we'll have her back. Maybe we can get her to sing a song. She gave you a little taste of of her voice. It's so talented. Yeah, this was I really am struggling a little bit because it's so rare to find somebody that young that's that talented, and she's obviously using that talent for a positive reason and to help people. It's just amazing. I was talking with Sam and her mom, when I paused, And her mom was telling me that she started, singing at just a very young age, and she was writing and composing songs just really, really young. It's just amazing. Someone like that, I mean, you couldn't help but encourage that, because obviously that talent is something that you have to cherish and nurture, and they're her mom, her dad, definitely doing that. So terrific. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I really appreciate that you keep coming back to us week after week. There's so much out there that you could be watching, and we're so blessed that you keep coming back to us and checking us out. And I hope that we're continuing to bring just fascinating, talented people to you week after week. I feel like there's something there for everybody. So if you haven't done so already, you can go to YouTube, MeisterCon Pod. We'd appreciate if you would subscribe, and you can watch any of our 250 some episodes. You can also go to our website, meistercon.com. Has all of the episodes audio and video. You can watch all of those there. There's a terrific blog from Brett. It's funny, it's geeky, he's so talented, it's so well written, and it also lets you know of our upcoming shows and all that we have going on. So until next time, thank you guys so much. Thanks to Sam and her mother. Bye, everybody.